Johnny Lawrence is trapped in the 80s. He still drives a Thunderbird, listens to only 80s music, and watches nothing but 80s television shows. His life has been on a downward spiral since losing the All Valley tournament to Danny LaRusso 30 years ago. Lawrence has since become an alcoholic, a deadbeat dad, and he's broke. He still has flashbacks of Daniel hitting him with the historic crane kick. This leads him to opening up a Cobra Kai dojo to get some money and repurpose his life. Johnny laments the fact that times have changed, which makes his interactions with millennials utterly hilarious. He calls one of his students Lip because he was born with cleft lip. He thinks women can't learn karate because they have soft bones. So by all accounts, he's just about as tone deaf and un-PC as one can be. And this speaks to how old school leadership styles would have to adjust with the times. Joe Clark from Lean On Me would have to adapt. Times have changed. Societal norms have changed. We even see this in sports. Famously, Bob Knight would throw a chair at a player to get his point across. Even the genius Bill Belichick is finding out that the iron fist approach doesn't work 100% of the time. Coaches like Steve Kerr and Doug Peterson are finding out that you can be player and or student friendly and still win championships. And this is a learning experience for everybody involved. I just feel like the new school and the old school should sit down at a big ass table and talk. And this is where Johnny's new protege, Miguel, comes in. In many phases of life, Miguel is more mature than Johnny is. And when Johnny goes psycho commando, Miguel is like, chill, yo, times are different. Even though one of your students has cleft lip, it's not okay to call him Lip. And Johnny replies, oh well, if he wants to learn how to physically defend himself, he needs to learn how to verbally defend himself as well, which I think is an excellent response. Miguel is in need of a role model and Johnny is in need of redemption. And so by twist of fate, Miguel is the 2018 version of Daniel if he was strictly Team Cobra Kai. He's a nerd who needs to learn how to defend himself and gain self-confidence. Miguel presents a chance for Johnny to turn his life around and avenge his ego that was shattered years ago. And if during this journey he manages to one-up his old rival, he wouldn't mind that either. On the other end, Daniel is rich and owns a car dealership. He's a family man and a role model in the community. He went from humble beginnings to the American dream. Although, he's stuck in the past too. He can't let his match between he and Johnny go either. It's become his claim to fame. The motto of his dealership is, we kick the competition. His commercials are littered with karate moves and bonsai trees. He still holds a firm grudge against Cobra Kai. And now that Lawrence has reopened Cobra Kai, Daniel would like nothing more than to make Johnny's life a living hell. With mountain-like chips on their shoulders, Daniel and Johnny are on a collision course like they were so many years ago. This show is a great step forward for YouTube. It takes everything that made Karate Kid great and upgraded it. Rest in peace to Mr. Miyagi. His presence was missed. Not seeing him was like not seeing Obi-Wan Kenobi or Yoda in Star Wars. And this is not to say that Johnny and Daniel don't hold it down as the new elder statesmen, because they're great. The laugh meter in this show is high. Again, seeing Johnny interact with teenagers is one of my favorite things of 2018 so far. Seeing Johnny and Daniel hate on each other as older men is wonderful. Their rivalry is so intelligently written. You're literally watching two 50-year-olds in a who can be the most petty contest. Johnny's dad, Sid, is hilarious too. He knows that Johnny is living like a loser and he takes every opportunity he can to make him feel like complete and utter. On a slightly deeper level, Cobra Kai shows you how the sting of being bullied or losing can stalk you forever. This series highlights the destructive nature of grudges, how they can weigh you down, knock you off balance, and take you out of character. This is what Mr. Miyagi warned Daniel against in the first place. He stressed to him that karate is not a tool used for revenge, and that martial arts are a means of achieving balance and calm in one's life. The action scenes have that classic tension of the original Karate Kid. Watching Johnny fight was like watching Stone Cold Steve Austin getting back into the ring. He can still move for a 50-year-old drunk. As far as the new generation goes, I found myself genuinely wanting Miguel to win in all phases of life. I was rooting for him to become more confident, stand up to the bullies at school, and finally ask his crush out on a date. And there were moments where his character did things that were completely unexpected, and I was like, damn, I didn't know he had that gear in him. I dug the soundtrack. It has that throwback Eye of a Tiger 80s feel. I have to say that I didn't foresee Cobra Kai being this good. When I saw the ad on YouTube, I was thinking, oh no, please leave the classics alone. This show was a pleasant surprise. I am angry that I watched it so quick. There will definitely be a second season and it looks to be better than the first, strictly just off the way that the first season ended. I'm giving Cobra Kai an 8.7 out of 10. And as always, if you like my videos and would like to help me make more videos, pledge $1 or whatever you feel to my Patreon page. This keeps me out of the Hunger Games and in front of your face. We got more movie reviews coming your way, and we got more book reviews coming your way, and we got more of that random stuff coming your way. I'm in the bathroom.